1 minute warning!
To the goofball army out there, hi at the families, tell them to get to the next room, tell them to go to your neighbors, because we got goofball news to go over, and it might get crazy.
Typically does, guys. If it's your first episode ever, you got like 30 seconds before we start, so not enough time to go to the bathroom, but go get a drink, because trust me, you're probably going to need it there. In the meantime, the rest, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you know about future episodes as well, guys. Buckle your seatbelts if you haven't already. Make sure your tray is in the upright position here, guys, because we are just about ready to get going. And like, oof.
Guys, if you want a crazy ride going forward, a bunch of nonsense, but all nothing but the truth about the Giants, listen in, buckle in, tell a friend.
Let's go.
And now, here are your goofball hosts, Drew and Rob.
Welcome, fellow goofballs, to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. I am Drew, joined as always by...
I'm Rob. And let's break down some football for you.
We got a little chaos today. Today's been a very weird, exciting day, sad day, crazy day. Like, there's so many things that are like emotions going on here in the NFL world here. So a lot to go over with you guys. Before we get into the Giants news, we do want to, of course, at least mention real quick the passing of Marshawn Kneeland, the Dallas Cowboy who passed away last night due to they're calling it, I guess, a self-inflicted gun wound. But you know, as the social media world likes to say, so you don't get in trouble, that means he unalived himself, basically. You know, by all reports, it seems like, I guess, he had texted friends, family members, and all that. You know, they're his goodbyes. They contacted the Cowboys, who contacted the NFL. They all got the police involved, and they basically had a manhunt for him. Found him. He apparently crashed his car after escaping the police somehow, and then that's how they found him. So, you know, real sad story. And from everything they're saying, you know, the reports that I also saw that the girlfriend had said that he was suffering from mental health issues for a while. So, you know, that's a sad scenario all around. Nobody listen. Yeah. We may mock the Cowboys, we may mock Cowboy fans, and deservedly so for Cowboy fans, but in the end, there's things more important than football, and it's sad. So, you know,
it's still a human. So, like, listen, let's wish his family well, and you know, his loved ones well, because it's not easy. 24 years old.
Oh yeah, I mean, young. You know, in his second year in the NFL. I mean, just scored his first NFL touchdown just a few days ago. I mean, you know, absolute insanity. And, you know, just encourage anybody, if anybody is, you know, having those type of thoughts or knows somebody who is, get the help. Don't be embarrassed. Because people get like, oh, well, that's weird to ask for help. It's not weird. It ain't weird. You know, it's like, I have seen people that I know get help when they need help. I myself have talked to therapists before with no issues whatsoever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with admitting that. So if you need help, go get help. Don't be ashamed. Don't let this tragedy at least be maybe something that saves some people from bad scenarios. There ain't nothing wrong with just admitting you need help every so often.
Everyone needs help.
Exactly.
It's okay.
On the other side of the coin there, Antonio Brown apparently is getting extradited from Dubai for attempted murder charges. Now, that one I just saw about literally right before we came on here, so I don't want to say too much on the topic because I don't know too much. But damn, that's just insanity. Like, ooh. So yeah, he's officially arrested. The U.S. Marshals are bringing him back to the U.S. on attempted murder charges. So that'll be a crazy story, I'm guessing, for quite a while now.
Yeah. It's sad because it doesn't surprise me because it's Antonio Brown.
Nothing surprised me with that, man. I mean, listen, I don't want to like make light of it. We just had a serious talk about mental health a minute ago. Mental health right here. Like, don't tell me there's nothing wrong with that guy. And I don't mean that in a joking way. I mean a legit way. Like, it doesn't excuse, obviously, attempted murder either. But it's like, geez, like, how many issues has you seen this guy do? And, you know, there's always the rumor of the Vontaze perfect hit that he got. and that kind of he kind of changed afterwards. You never know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I said, it's absolute craziness, and you know, you even got to wonder with Nealon, did he have issues with hits to the head and CTE and stuff like that? You know, it's a shame because we love this sport, absolutely love this sport. There's dangers, and you got to admit the dangers. The dangers are there, and this is why football players, I've said forever, should get paid more money. It's insanity when you got like regular, guys in baseball sitting in the outfield scratching their nuts for half the game, making 20, $30 million a year. And you got guys that are literally like, in the trenches making 2 million. Like,
Hey, they're wearing cups, they're not scratching their nuts. But I agree.
Some of them are cups. But I mean, it's also there's a difference in roster, obviously, size and stuff like that too. I get it. It's not as cut and dry, but I'm just saying. I think something should be done to take care of the players better. That's all. All right, let's get into more Giants related talk here. So a big story broke here today, and it's just a wee bit crazy there, that's for sure. So, did the Giants really almost fire Brian Daboll after Denver? Yeah, it was that close. If you listen to Shawn Morash on WFAN, because that's what he said. He said, I've now gotten from multiple people I trust the Giants were firing Brian Daboll off the plane after the collapse in Denver. He was fired. Ownership got together, cooler heads prevailed, and they decided not to fire Brian Daboll off the plane in Denver. But in the immediacy of that collapse, enough apparently was enough for people of importance on the Giants. Now, I got to say this, Shawn Morash, again, the guy who broke this, I haven't heard anybody else collaborate this. Anybody, the media people, I don't want to make this seem like it's like a done deal and we bleed this, with no other proof whatsoever besides one person. But I don't know. It's like I see that and I'm like, can that be true? Like, if you were that close to firing somebody, if you were that close, and then they backed that up with the embarrassment in Denver. I'm sorry, backed up the embarrassment in Denver with the embarrassment against the Eagles and the embarrassments against the 49ers. Would they still have a job?
Probably not. You might get that little bit of a pause because of Scatterboot injury, but yeah.
Like I said, I just I don't want to call BS and say that he's lying because I don't know what sources he has, and I don't pretend to have any sources that can tell me otherwise that that's not true. I do know license plate guy who's obviously very well known in Giants fandom there, and the guy who knows a lot of people within the building has said point blank that's not true. So I saw that. No, I didn't see that directly from him. I saw that by Chuck Knox, the Giants content creator, saying that he saw it. So, listen, it's just weird that one guy's saying this, and nobody else seems to know anything about this. Like, are the Giants that good at keeping secrets like that? That for a couple weeks nobody else knew, and all of a sudden this one guy knew. And that's it.
Probably not.
Because I feel like usually when that happens, it's like big news happens. They're like, breaking news, this happens. And then somebody else like, I corroborated the story. Yes, it is true. I've talked to my people. Like, I haven't heard of 1 ounce of that. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a fireable offense. That game was as fireable offense as it gets.
Yeah. It was amazing he kept his job after that.
Seriously. And I you know what I wonder is if part of the story is correct and they had a meeting while they were on the plane and discussed how they want to do this. And they said, let's just keep the end of the year and we'll figure it out at the end of the year, but he's probably gone. Because I think that's what the actual conversations are right now in the building. Again, I have no insider info. I'm not going to make up BS for you guys and try to make it seem like I know things I don't know. But if he's not fired yet, what the hell would he have to do to get fired? It's almost like playing a game like when somebody's like trying to get fired to collect unemployment, but the job won't fire him.
Yeah.
That's what's going on now with Daboll. It's like, well, let's see, it's lost to the 49ers and the Eagles. Like the biggest fourth quarter comeback in NFL history. Let's see what else can I do now. Let's see the Bears. I'm going to give them 50 points against us. Maybe that'll help. Like it's like what else could be going on right now? Like what other proof do you need?
Yeah. At this
And it's
point,
not the Giants' way to fire in season. They don't do that usually. They do everything after the season. That's why, as much as we want, guys gone, like we want Daboll gone, we want Shane gone, we want Bowen gone, we want these guys gone. Ain't nothing going to happen at the end of the season. That's the legitimate truth. That's probably it's going to be, and it's sad. Like Metallica said, it's sad but true.
sad but true.
But yeah, like I said, we'll let you guys know if anybody else collaborates this story here. But again, I haven't heard anybody else say that that's true, and that makes me say I don't trust it. But I know a lot of people are going to talk about it because everybody took it and ran. I saw so many articles on it; it's not even funny today. So, we'll see what happens. We'll get you guys updated where we, what we hear at that point there. But I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all. And we know Jay loves Shawn Morash, by the way. I can see here, but he says Shawn Morash steals catalytic converter to total scum, and it says I wouldn't low Morash $1, bro. Yeah. As usual. Jay's not exactly silent with his opinion. All right, let's get into the injury report here for this upcoming game against the Bears, because Giants versus Bears, half the roster's banged up and it's about to get pretty messy. So got on the Giants side here, we'll start off with here. Paulson Adebo, obviously the knee injury caused him to lose out last week in playing, and he's still not practicing. It's Thursday. That's not a good sign for playing. That makes me think we're probably going to be at him again. Bo Collins, neck injury / lack of talent. Did not practice yesterday or today on Thursday. So again, I got to imagine he's going to be out as well. It's just. Then you got Victor Dumukenji, who we got from the Cardinals this offseason. I think played in one game and then got hurt again. Is that what we're like? Right? Am I right? Like one game.
Just about.
Shoulder injury. Did not practice again yesterday or today. So again, probably not going to be playing again. Good news front. Jermaine Illuminor, the pec injury, did not practice on Wednesday. Limited participant on Thursday. So that means there's a chance. And with considering how good this defense for the Bears is at getting turnovers, I want the best people out there protecting Jackson Dart, so he has time to make smart decisions. Graham Gano, neck injury, did not practice yesterday or today. Broken record here, right?
Let's over under. We have a kicker.
Well, they've already said that Koo is going to be the practice. Going to be the punt. Going to be the kicker if Gano is not healthy. But how much money do you want to bet on Gano saying he's healthy and then being hurt in the first quarter?
Yeah,
that's the sad part. That's the sad part of what I fully expect to happen in this scenario. But we'll find out. He said it's an issue with a disc in his neck. Is what it is. So you gotta turn in your head. You feel the pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's to me. I'm so done with Gano. It's not even funny at this point. Just cut his ass and save the game checks. Just get somebody else. Call it a day. It's ridiculous. Chauncey Golston, surprise, neck injury, did not practice yesterday or today. So again, probably not going to see him either. Darius Muasat with the ankle injury, did not practice again yesterday or today. Probably not going to see him either. JMS, John Michael Schmitz, our starting center, shin injury, did not practice yesterday or today. So again, I got to imagine he's probably not going to be playing. Now, that being said, if you look at the stats, his backup played better last week, guys. So, yeah, Schlattman played better. I'm not exactly too concerned on that injury. Not to be a jerk about it. Hope he gets better, but it's not like JMS is that hard to like. Oh no! However, do we go ahead and get JMS replacements? Like, who's going to replace this stellar center? Like, seriously, like, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. We'll see. Thomas Fedone with a foot injury, limited participant the first 2 days. Again, does it really matter because they never put him in for anything besides a fullback? Leave it to the Giants. Here's a guy who's a pass catching tight end. We're having issues with receivers left and right. And instead of giving him a chance to actually catch a pass in the regular season, we're lining him up as a fullback. Makes a lot of sense. Cordell Flott with the concussion, limited participant in Wednesday, Thursday. He is a full participant here today. He has officially cleared concussion protocol. That is amazingly good news for the Giants. That means we'll at least have one corner.
At least one.
At least one. Who knows in the rest, but we got one. Linebacker Neville Hewitt with the foot injury, limited participant yesterday and today. Again, you got to think he's going to be good to go. Javon Holland, knee injury, limited participant yesterday and today. Now, we thought he'd be good to go last week, and he wasn't. So hopefully he is good to go this one. I mean, let's be honest. We need some help in the secondary here, people. We need defense help in general, but definitely need that. So hopefully he's good to go. Theo Johnson, shoulder injury and butter hands. Limited participant yesterday, full participant today, so he should be fine to drop passes on Sunday, no problem. Rakeem Nunez-Roches, Nacho with the elbow injury, limited participant Wednesday, full participant on Thursday, so we got to expect him out there. Drew Phillips, calf injury, limited participants both days. I got to imagine he's going to be good to go as well. Rest of the guys, nice and simple here. Daniel Bellinger, neck injury, and Dane Belton, neck injury. Both those guys, full participants both days. Should be perfectly good to go. Andrew Thomas is on the list because they gave him a day off on Thursday. That's not an injury, but it has to be on there. It says not injury-related, rest right on the injury report. So no worries there. He's good to go. God damn, if he goes Andrew Thomas, we are so screwed. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Game over, man.
Exactly. Giving the white flag in the entire season. Not that we think we're going to win anything. I mean, just in general, just give up because there's no chance. Linebacker Demetrius Flanagan, foul pec injury. Started off with no issue. Got a limited participant there today. So we'll see what goes on game day. To be honest, have him, don't have him. We're probably not going to miss him too much based on we played last week. Let's get into the Bears. Josh Blackwell, defensive back. He's really a backup cornerback for them. Concussion. Did not practice here Wednesday, Thursday. Obviously, that's not a good sign for them to have him there. Kevin Bard, it's the starting free safety for them, and they're like one of their ball hawks they have too as well. Did not practice with a back and ankle injury. I'm guessing he has two different injuries. That was the back of his ankle. But actually, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Did not practice at all Wednesday. Limited participant on Thursday, so that's actually looking better for him. But again, as a Giant fan, you got to hope he doesn't play because he's having a really good year. TJ Edwards, starting linebacker for the Bears there. Hand and hamstring issues, multiple issues for a couple people here. Did not practice here the first 2 days. Obviously, again, that's not a good sign when they're not practicing by Thursday, so I doubt we'll see him, but you never know. Starting defensive tackle Grady Jarrett had a rest day on Wednesday, so he's on the list because of that. Full participant, though, today. Both their top receivers, Rome Odunze and DJ Moore, limited participants today in practice when they were not practicing at all on Wednesday. So it means they're getting a little better, but both those guys are a little banged up. With our secondary, thank God for that. Again, I don't want to wish injuries on people, but DJ Moore's got a hip and a groin injury, and Rome Odunze's got an ankle and a heel injury. Again, that's 3 of the first 6 injuries they've had with multiple injuries. These Bears are banged up, guys. Don't get me wrong, they're still going to win. I'm trying to at least just, if anything that makes it seem worse, we're going to lose with a team that's all banged up. Starting defensive end Dominique Robinson, ankle injury, did not practice Wednesday, Thursday. Cole Kmet, concussion, limited participant on Wednesday, and a full participant on Thursday. So he should be good to go there for you. I always have trouble pronouncing this one here. Kyle Moningai. Ooh, I got it. From Rutgers, the backup running back, the rookie we talked about. He's got a good 400 yards rushing this so far this season here. Limited participant Wednesday, full participant Thursday, so he should be good to go, but he's battling an ankle injury. Rashawn Johnson, their third running back injury, limited participant both days. DeAndre Swift, their starting running back, groin injury, limited participant on Wednesday, full participant today on Thursday, so he should be good to go. So, yeah, that's a little crazy. All 3 running backs. Plus your
help the Giants running defense.
Plus your two starting wide receivers. Plus your second round pick from this year, who's also wide receiver, Luther Burden the third. Concussion, full participant though, both Wednesday and Thursday. So you got to think he's good to go there. The next one, Rob, would you like to try to tackle that name?
Oh yeah, I'm in. Bagby Minga. Bagby Minga.
Okay, I did get the phonetic pronunciation of it. It's Amen Ogbangbe Mege Mugu. I don't know. I get it that way here. Listen, I'm gonna put it in the chat here, both the last name and the phonetic spelling, so people see that and realize we're not being a jerk here. Like legit, this is a really difficult one. Anyway, he's a backup linebacker for the Bears, full participant.
I went home. Go ahead, practice.
Yeah, good luck with that. So full participant both days though with a knee injury. Joe Tooney, who is their starting guard, the one they got from the Chiefs here, did not practice today, Thursday. So he is listed as a on the report, but it's a not injury related rest. So the big thing, like I said, is they got a couple starters that might be out. Edwards is a good player. Like Sabard is a very good safety there for them. They got both of their wide receivers are banged up. They're starting wide receivers. They have one of their backups all banged up, literally with a concussion last week there. So all 3 running backs banged up. I mean, this is not a healthy team, guys.
No.
So, do I expect to win? Hells to the no. Am I going to say it's impossible with those kind of injuries? No. That's a lot of injuries, guys. Like, we know this is a team that point blank depends on turnovers and depends on scoring a ton of points. And if you have 3 running backs hurt, both your starting wide receivers hurt, and you're missing a couple of guys on defense potentially, including one of your ball hawks, that's not good. So we'll have to see the final report when it comes out this weekend of who's going to play, who's not going to play, because that'll probably determine what kind of chance we have, if it's a 10% or a 15% chance. But I'm so negative, I can't even help it. But again, we'll see.
Negative, Nancy.
I'm a realist at this point. I can't help myself, guys. But all right, we're going to pay the bills real quick, and then we're going to come back, and Rob and I are going to give you guys the rundown of all the Week 10 picks here for you guys.
Thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the Goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
All righty, guys. Now, talk about weird news all coming up here. The latest thing is I just saw online that Eric Spoelstra, who obviously, longtime coach of the Miami Heat, his whole house just burned down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like the whole entire house. They said completely destroyed. I mean, I'm seeing pictures of it here. I mean, I don't want to get in trouble for posting stuff I'm not supposed to post here. It's not ours. But look, that's his house. That's insanity. Like it's gone. That's crazy. People are already posting like crazy. Watch out for the ex-wife. But I mean, it's like, yeah, we can get some good news here today, people. Like, can we get something good? Like, that's just insane, guys. But you know, hope God everybody's all right, and hope he gets to rebuild here pretty quickly. I mean, luckily he's got the money to rebuild, but you lose personal things that just you can't replace.
Yeah, memories, photos, pictures, whatever.
Yeah,
memoirs.
Well, I always say, have a fire box there.
Yeah, fire sale.
Jay says, pay the bills. Interesting phrase, Drew. Listen, the funny thing is, I'll give you the backstory on why we say it that way. There's a show I watch. It's a podcast actually, called Sawbones, and it's a show about it's a wife and husband. The wife is a doctor. The husband, actually, him and his whole family are all podcasters, and they have a whole network. They just do a whole bunch of shows and stuff. And that's what they do for a living. So him and his wife do one together, and they talk about things in medical history and things that are going on when outbreaks happen and stuff like that. And it's actually a pretty damn good show. You wouldn't think it doesn't. Like, I'm probably not giving it a very good pitch. Let's be very frank, but it's funny and it's good. Yeah. Mostly because she's very serious and educated, and he's just ridiculous. So it's like one of those.
So not serious and not educated.
Nice. Exactly. Well, he doesn't get bad information. He lets her give the important information as an actual doctor, But it's a good show. It's a good show. But that's what they say. They say let's pay the bills, and they'll have things play at that point there. So I kind of stole it from them. It is what it is. I don't think you have to trademark phrase. I think we're good.
Yeah.
I hope so. Anyway, guys.
Now that you let it up where you got it from. Great.
Yeah. Now we're gonna be right there now on the on the
cease and desist.
Cease and desist letters now. So before the cops come here real quick, guys, let's go over the week 10 picks, because week 10 of the NFL, we got spreads, locks, upsets, and goofball chaos incoming here for you guys here. So let's get right into it, of course, with the
you want to recap what happened in week 9 with the scores? Oh, it's amazing. You lose, Drew. You forget all about that.
Go for it. Go for it then.
Drew forgets all about that. Drew and I tied at 9 wins on the straight ups. Drew and I also did not have a good week with the spread picks. We're both tied at 5.
That's why I wasn't going over that.
Yeah. But I did win 5 over-unders to Drew's 3. Not a good week. I got 2 trifectas to Drew's 1, which gives me 21 points over Drew's 18. Not our best week, but that also puts me at 233 points on the year over Drew's 224.
Yeah.
So Drew's early smack talking came
you're
back.
You're up by 9. But the crazy part is the reason you're up is 100% the over-unders, because you are crushing me by 14 points with that.
It happens. That's part of the betting.
I said it happens. I'm saying you point though. You're crushing me in that one category. That's one category that's making you win. Because we're even, I believe, on picks. Yeah, we're even on picks so far this year. I'm +8 to you on spread picks. It's your over-unders that you're freaking crushing me on. So.
And the trifectas.
Well, the trifectas because of the over.
Yeah. This is so, +3. +3. Listen, at the end of the day, look at that at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
But we talked about it before. You hit a trifecta, that's 4 points instead of 1, 2, or
I know
points on the thing. So it's
when you do a whole lot of over-unders, you're much more likely to get them. That's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
So, all right. Let's get into now week 10. So the very first game we got, of course, the one going on right now. So we're going to keep it nice, simple, sweet, and short, because we're not watching this live, point blank. Game's probably already over for you. So you got the Raiders going into the Broncos. Broncos are favorites by 8.5 points. Over unders 42.5. I got Broncos, and under.
Yeah, I have the Broncos to win this game. The Raiders to cover the 8.5 points, divisional game. Although fourth quarter for the Broncos always seem to get a little crazy, a little loose, if you will. We'll see. And if you're listening tomorrow morning, which would be right now for you guys, driving to work Friday, you'll probably know what happens. And I also picked the under as well. But let's talk about the Germany game.
Guten Tag.
Oh, guten Tag. Yeah. I guess you say that the Colts are hosting the Falcons. in Germany, in Munich.
Yes.
Yes, multiple steins, please. The Colts are
Sauce
favored in this game.
Gonna hop on a plane to go to Germany real quick. It's the second international.
He's getting a little saucy.
I wonder if he's the first player to ever play 2 different international games for 2 different teams in the same season.
Ooh, that's an interesting stat. That's
like one of those weird things that Sports Center pulls out of nowhere.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet, so that's probably not the case. But Drew, we could be the first one to break this out. Look it up. Anyway, Colts are favored
already
6.5 points with an over/under at 48.5 points. Colts had a bad beat last week. Let's be right. Yeah, Colts are going to win this game. Let's get it right game from them. You got the Falcons have been wishy-washy depending on what's going on. Drake London had his coming out party. Looked great. Penix Jr. was so-so. But Sauce Gardner is going to be covering Drake London in this game. So I'm taking the Falcons actually to cover this game because I think it's going to be a little bit more a defensive game than what we think. A little jet lag. Yeah, and I'm going to take the over because when you're betting the Colts this year, it's been over nonstop. That's the safest bet in the game. Colts win straight money line, and then with the over.
So I'm looking it up, and apparently it has happened. They're saying Bruce Irvin played for the Seahawks and the Raiders in the same season international game. One in London and one in Mexico. So, I guess it's happened before. I can't imagine it happens all the time. But anyway, I was looking it up, and I didn't even hear anything you said, to be honest with you. I was so focused trying to find it.
I said Colts win, Falcons cover the 6.5 points because they had a great game last week. I think it's going to be more a defensive game to say it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be just shy of a touchdown win.
Blowout. I disagree with you. Colts to win.
There you go.
Colts to cover, and Colts on the over. Well, both teams on the over, technically.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Anyway, let's go back to the U.S. USA A-OK. With the first game, it's definitely not A-OK. The Browns at the Jets, or whatever the hell is left of the Jets at this point. And absolute chaos. This is one of those, somebody's got to win. And pretty much anybody that's playing the Jets, I'm going to vote's going to win. So Browns, I'm going to say to win. It's a 2.5 point spread that obviously the Jets are getting the 2.5 points. So you're still talking less than a field goal. So that's not going to change my opinion. Browns to win. And 37.5 is the over-under. And they are begging you guys to take the over when they go that low. Don't fall for it. Do the under. And so Browns under.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% in this game. This is going to be more of a defensive game. When you talk about the best sides of football, it's the Browns defense. Jets can have like one of those situations where, they're having a fire sale. Everyone's got an audition for a job next year kind of game. I don't see it happening. Yeah. The Browns defense is just, they've been after quarterbacks, and Justin Fields was sacked, 4-5 times last week. He's been the sackiest quarterback of the season.
That came out weird.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he did. But 100%, the Browns are going to get all over the Jets. They're going to come all over that sack.
Whoa.
But anyway, let's go to Saints going into Carolina playing the Panthers. That segue. Panthers, for the first time this year,
out of that the South matchup that doesn't have any kind of pornographic terminology.
Gross, Drew. Gross.
You're the one who said it.
Anyway, for the first time this season, or probably across many of years, the Panthers are favored to win a game. Not only just win a game, 5.5 points favors at home, with the over-under at 39.5 points. And this is the first time, I think, since we've done these bets that I'm going to take the Panthers across the board. I'm going to take them the over. They got themselves a great running back. They're a sneaky, tough defensive play. And you want to talk about like how well the Panthers were playing. I don't know who's listening out there, but they just beat arguably one of the best top 5 teams, one of the best teams in the NFL last week, top 5, if you will.
Yeah.
And they shut down that offense.
Yes.
I mean, granted, I also think Green Bay plays to the level of the top they're playing, but they're also playing. The Panthers are playing the Saints, which is one of the worst ranked teams in the league, even though it's a divisional game. But it's also a divisional game, so they do play each other tough. So, but yeah, give me the Panthers to win. Give me the Panthers to cover this spread, and give me the over because I think the Panthers got enough juice to make it work.
You know, I honestly am much higher, it seems, in the Panthers than you are. I feel like this team has turned it around this year, and they're no longer a crap team. They're like an average team now. Like, I don't know. I don't want to put them in the crazy stratospheres yet, but they're building something. Can they build it with the tiny little quarterback they have? We'll find out. But they're building something here.
Well, they're 5 wins, or right? Every time Brees Hall has been in this year, they've won, right? Don't they have the 5 wins with Brees Young?
Well, what's his name now?
Yeah, what's his name?
Bryce Young.
Brees Young.
One of those Braces Youngs. Yeah,
those whippersnappers.
They're 5-4 in the season. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're a better team than I think people are giving them credit for. And Dave Canales is a good coach too. So they're kind of turning things around. But you know, they can turn the beat around and love to feel the passion. I'm going to go ahead and go with them here. So we got the Panthers to win. Got the Panthers to go ahead and cover the 5.5 point spread because that ain't nothing. Over under. That's where you and I disagree, which is a little scary because that's the category that you crush on. But I'm going to go ahead and put under on that 39.5 because I just have no faith in the Saints to put up a goddamn point, basically. Tyler Shuck is horrendous, and the Saints are worse off with him they were with Spencer Rattler.
He didn't look terribly bad, but it's also they're putting Shuck out probably this year, halfway through the year, to say, hey, we give this guy a shot. We're going to be pretty close to getting whatever quarterback we want.
Or they want
to also, which was before the Jets got another 2 first-round picks, but whatever.
Yeah, the Jets are like there's so many first-round picks, it's ridiculous. And they got a second, and I didn't realize that first they got a second in that move with Dallas too. So they got a first and a second from Dallas, and 2 firsts from the Colts. Insanity, absolute insanity.
Jets going to get probably 2 first-round picks.
They're going to be able to ruin
maybe 3.
Next one we got. Actually, I think this is a really good game here coming up here with the
this might be the game of the week
coming into Tampa here to play the Buccaneers, and 2.5 point favorite for the Bucs, very close. And again, it's because they're a home team. That's why the only reason they're favorites. They're kind of evenly matched, these two teams right now. You got 48.5 is the over under. And listen, if they were fully healthy, this would be a better game. But the Patriots have been just a team on a mission. The Buccaneers are just losing people left and right. And unfortunately for them, I think it's the Patriots at this point going to do it again. Mike Vrabel just on a roll here. So it's almost like the Giants should have given him an open checkbook and got him over to here. But, you know, what do I know?
So be nice.
Yeah, so Bucs lose to the Patriots. The Patriots covered the 2.5 point spread because that ain't anything. And like I said, it's going towards the Bucs anyway. I'm going to go over on the points. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think it's going to be like in the 50s, the number.
Oh, yeah. This game could be getting real saucy towards the end because Baker likes to play to the very end. And that's what the Patriots have been doing as well. Both these teams have, it's going to be a hell of a game. I actually sat for a while trying to figure out how I felt about this game.
In fact, you just put your answer in now as we're doing this.
Right before we got up here, because
no, you just put it in right now. I'm calling it out. You did it right now, just now.
Yeah, right before this game. I put it as soon as you were about the Panthers, right before this game. So that's all right now. It's not me feeling that right now.
Just wait for my answers. It's like, oh, this is what Drew thinks. Go for this.
Yeah, all the other games of the week, I have it first. So literally, as I was saying, I went back and forth on this game all day. And yeah, you just have an electrifying offense right now. You have both these quarterbacks playing for MVP this year, and rightfully so. These are back and forth teams. I just have to, in Vegas too, with the 2.5 points favorites to the Bucks. Normally it's 3 points to the hometown if it's an equal game because they give the little advantage to the home field. 2.5 says that Vegas is leaning a little bit towards the Pats, and I agree.
Yeah,
I just think Drake made the way they've been playing. They've just been a well-oiled machine of offense, and they're stopping teams. And I lean towards the Patriots because of injuries. I want to check out the injury report because I wasn't sure if you guys are getting Evans back, who practiced, who didn't. And
I'm not a Bucks fan. I'm a Giants fan.
I said you guys because you're down in Tampa.
You guys,
you guys, Utes.
What's a Ute? It's the positive action.
You. Anyway, so I'm taking the Patriots to win this game. I'm taking the Patriots to cover, and I agree with you, Drew. I'm taking the over in this game because I think it's gonna get a little crazy.
Let's do it. Next up,
next up. All right, you got the Ravens going into Minnesota, don't you know? Playing them Vikings. Yeah. Ravens are 4-point favorites in this game. Yeah. Give me the
proud. Don't you know?
Yeah. With the over-under at 40.5 points. And this is another game. It didn't take me quite as long. It took me some time to figure out. JJ looked.
He still hasn't answered, guys. It's not even filled out.
What are you talking about? It's filled out.
I'm just messing with this time.
Right. This one was answered before I fell asleep tonight. Now, the Vikings had a great win last week. Their defense has been stepping up. There's still some injuries there. You got the Ravens, who have been beat up all year on defense and had injuries on the offense.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson being that's the big thing.
Yeah. But they also had a great win last week as well. And I think the Ravens are going to be able to pull it out. Lamar looked like his hamstring looked like wasn't injured whatsoever.
Yep.
They looked good. They're also going to play us back on that defense. And I think that the Ravens are going to be able to cover this game because if you want to talk about some stats here, the first 5 weeks of football, the Ravens were 1-4. They're 2-1 in the last 3. They also that defense let up 35.5 points in the first 5 weeks. Since then, 13. They also knocked off almost 100 yards off their total yards per game. And the takeaways are almost at 2 takeaways per game compared to half.
Yeah,
so
well, you have a functional offense and a quarterback that helps your defense. We've been saying that for how many years with our team?
Well, their defense was banged up as well, not just their offense. The defense is
getting the offense back up and running and getting to let them hold on to the ball longer is going to help them score less points. If you get the ball longer, the other team gets the ball less.
100%, but there are also players on the defense came back as well. The point I was trying to make as well.
It's both.
It is. So give me the Ravens to win. Give me the Ravens to actually cover because I think they're just going to, I don't want to say dominate this game, but it's going to be close to a touchdown.
Yeah.
And give me the under in this game because I think it's going to be more of a defensive battle than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think that, like a guy allergic to latex, the Ravens are going to pull it out in the last minute. And the 4-point spread is just enough for me to say I'm with you. I think Ravens win, Vikings cover, though, and lose by just a field goal. And I got the under as well, and it's mostly because I just don't trust the Vikings to score a ton of points. But the over-under is the last thing I would put money on this whole thing. I think the straight-up win for the Ravens is probably the thing I'd be most confident.
Yeah, straight up in the under is where I would put my money because JJ hasn't answered everything for me. He looks good in
what is his
very
name?
Situation.
That's not a name.
Yeah,
because you like the most enough that you go ahead and use it a second time doesn't make it a name. JJ.
He looks good enough
Jameson.
in a system down the field play, down the field drive. But once you let him get a loose, he forgets how to play. And that's where it gets lost. We talked about them coming out of the draft like that from Michigan. Like, they run heavy first. This is like his job, do this, that's it, and this and that. He's also got the other JJ, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
But that's also different.
Much better one. The much better one. So
yeah, much better. All
Let's
right,
see what
up next.
Up
next. You want to talk about shellacking.
You just went with the Ravens in the Vikings.
I did. Go with
Sheesh.
shellac.
Trying to take my turn. I'm going to give you a minute to put your answers in. I'm going to give you a minute to put the answers in while I talk.
Yeah, please. Come on.
We got the Bills at the Dolphins there. Good AFC East matchup. And let's be honest, if anybody picks the Dolphins to win outright, I'm going to give you a little cup to pee in. But yeah, I think the Bills are going to do things the Bills don't always do. Bills are kind of known for playing down to opponents a little bit there.
This year, especially.
I think this is a game that they do just destroy the Dolphins. And, you know, that 9.5 point spread's a little scary to say that. I'll be the first one to tell you that. So I wouldn't say I'm overly confident. Just a gut feeling I got. So I'm going to say Bills to win. I'm going to say Bills to cover. 50-point over-under is a little rich for my blood. I'm going to say under on that one there, but I'm not going to say under by a lot. It's going to be close to it. So, but yeah, I think the Bills are going to destroy the Dolphins.
I agree. You got the Miami Dolphins, who are, I guess, battling to keep your head coach, possibly. You're battling to see if your second-string quarterback is going to be the guy that you want to hang around. You're missing your wide receiver one because his foot's still literally up his tuchus because the way it bent backwards.
And because
you had Waddle that was
going to be traded, not traded.
Yeah, it's very, very confusing. But that being said, even if all those players were healthy, give me the Bills to win. Why? Because Josh Allen himself. Since Josh Allen came into the league, he's 14-2 against the Dolphins. This Dolphin team has lost what they were a couple years ago when they were playing great football. He has just dominated over them. He's scored at least 3 touchdowns every time he's played them. He's also thrown over 300 yards every time he's played them. And the team has scored almost 34 points every time they've played them. So, yeah, give me the over in this game. I thought about it, but yeah, give me the over because I trust the Dolphins will put up some points and just enough to give me that over.
That's what I don't trust is the Dolphins scoring their points, but we'll see.
They'll find a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. So
let's go to the game.
You're going to tell me a bad Miami defense is not going to let Josh Allen put 3 touchdowns on there. That team to get
I'm saying
5 points.
The Bills will score the points. I have a lot of doubt the Dolphins will.
Dolphins just need to give me 2 touchdowns. That's all I need. Doesn't matter how.
We'll see. Let's go to the game of the week.
Where you could probably bet the under on is the Jaguars. Oh, damn it. Never mind. Skipped ahead. You got the Giants playing the Bears. Whoop-dee. We already talked about this game, guys. Yeah, Bears are favored 4.5 points. I saw it on Caesar Sportsbook at 3.5. It doesn't matter to me. I'm still taking the Bears to cover here. It's not looking good for the Giants.
No.
And the over-under is sitting here at 47.5 points. I'm going to take the over just because the Bears are beat up.
Yep.
Jackson Dart is a baller. He's going to find a way to try to win. But it's not going to be enough. There's going to be some points put on the board. Be a fun game for the Giants to lose.
Now, I got to let you all know, too, as well, because first off, I agree with him. Bears over. Nice and simple. We suck. But we do the play-by-play live with you guys here every week. This, for some reason, this is a nationally televised game. So even here in Tampa, when the Tampa Buccaneers are playing the Patriots at 1:00, that's going to be on CBS, and Fox is still going to play the Giants.
CBS.
So because I don't know what we're doing as far as play-by-play yet, because I can't watch here on Sunday Ticket. I have to go to a bar to watch the game because they block it out on Sunday Ticket if they play it locally. So I'll let you guys know as I know. It's so interesting Rob left. I'll let you guys know as I know what's going on there, but I may be either having to go to a bar where I might just record from there. We'll see. Or I might go ahead and say, if I can find some way of watching it here, then I'll just watch it here. We'll figure it out. So I'll let you guys know as I know. Next up on the games here, we got the Jaguars at the Texans in a very, very closely matchup kind of thing here. You got the Jaguars with the better offense, Texans with the better defense, obviously. The Texans are actually getting a point, which is a little weird because they've been playing a little better lately. Jaguars, I never know what Jaguar team's going to show up this year. Every time I trust them, they let me down. Every time I bet against them, they seem to do better than I expect. But I'm going to say that the Jaguars will lose this. The Texans will win. And then I'm going to sit there and say that they obviously because they get the 1 point, they're going to go ahead and win, obviously, on the spread as well. I'm going to go the under on the points as well. I think it's going to be a little lower scoring. Texans have a sneaky, scary, good defense that not enough people are talking about. And the Jaguars don't have a bad defense as well. And they're actually been pretty good at turnovers there. Now, Rob has Jaguars to win and cover, but still has the under. So he and I just disagree on that. Let's get to the 4 o'clock games. Cardinals at the Seahawks. And there's Rob now. Let's see if we can get him back on. He's just spinning. Let's see. Spinning. Spin. We'll get him back here eventually one day. Cardinals are going to at the Seahawks. Listen, the Seahawks are clearly the better team. Jacoby Brissett's obviously playing much better quarterback than Kyler Murray. So Cardinals going to be an interesting team to watch to see what they do in the long term. That's for sure. But regardless of who the quarterback is this week, I'm going to still say that the Seahawks will win that game. They'll cover the 6.5 point spread because they'll win by at least a touchdown. I'm pretty confident that they've been playing a really good ball. 44.5 is the over under. I am going to say over on that, which is weird because, you kind of expect the Cardinals not to do this a lot against the Seahawks. They've been defensively playing a lot better. Got a defensive minded coach, obviously, but I think this is going to be a blowout and a half personally. What do you got on that one, Rob?
Oh, I agree with you. Listen, you got arguably one of the best teams in the NFL right now, which no one saw coming into the year in the Seahawks. Seahawks could be one of those teams that makes the push deep into the NFC Championship, even to the Super Bowl. They have that type of playing power. They have Sam Darnold, which talked about 5 years ago, who's a joke, but he's also leading the league and passes per yards right now.
Crazy.
Top-rated quarterback. Nuts. Defense is played elite, top 5 most in most charts. Cardinals also did get a little loose last week playing and beating the Cowboys. But it's not enough for me. I want to take Seahawks to win this game. Seahawks are going to probably win by 10. You probably could have gave this spread at 9.5, but probably still took Seahawks in this. And then I'm going to take the over because I think it's going to be a little high score, probably more like 32 to 24-ish.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds right. I did verify Jacoby Brissett will be the quarterback because Kyler Murray's on the IR. I thought I read that. I just wanted to make sure before I said it. But like I said, it brings up a lot of questions there when it comes to Kyler Murray. I mean, that he's not doing good. The team is playing literally better when he's not in the game. And next year is the year they can go ahead and do something with him. If they cut him, so his cap number is $53.2 million. If they cut him, his cap number goes to 54.7. Only $1.5 million difference. That's it. You can cut him post June 1st, and then you save a little bit of money at that point. You save $6 million this year. So we'll see. We'll see what they do, but it just makes you wonder. I saw somebody actually posting a thing and how he's not too old to go back to baseball.
Well, Kyler, you could also look at this. Vegas is most likely going to need a quarterback. So if you just want to move a little north, you could probably play for the Raiders.
That's not saying much. Yeah. That's not, I don't need to go back to baseball, but it's crazy that's what people are talking about now. But yeah, he's just time is up, I think, for him in Arizona now.
I think so. He was supposed to be an elite quarterback. He's barely top 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes he's top 10. Sometimes he's top 20.
He's been a little short in results.
Yeah. sometimes you can't quite reach the top ranks.
Yes, he's been having issues with his Napoleon complex.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Next. Going to the 425 games.
425.
425. Talk about another one come up. You got the Lions going into DC.
Let's start with a 405. Let's start the next one at 425. Like, what the? Well, I'm sorry. What was 415 not available?
Yeah, right.
Let's start this one at 409, and everybody's gonna sing the song.
It's not baseball.
Giddy up 409.
It's not baseball. I can't do 409s over there.
Yeah.
My God. But yeah, you got the DC
Start
hosted the Lions, and the Lions are coming here 8-dog favorites, or 8 line favorites, if you will, with the over under at 49.5 points.
Yeah.
Listen, this game is going to get as crazy as Daniel's arm got last week.
Crazy.
And it's going to go all over the place. Give me the Lions to win this game. Give me the Lions to beat this spread.
I had a joke with it. It's going to go all over the place. I'm going to be good. I'm not going to.
Yeah. Hey now.
Give
me the over. And even if the dislocation didn't happen last week, I would probably still take the Lions to cover this game. The Commanders have not commanded anything this year. Dales has not looked as good as he did last year. And he looked spectacular. And it doesn't rest all around him. It just gets dislocated around him a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the Commanders' defense. They started off the year, the first couple games, playing really good. They have dropped the ball since. That's also pun intended because they have not been able to get turnovers. They have not been able to stop anyone running down the field. Lions will dominate this game. This is probably my game of the week to lock in, put in the money on, get the spread, and get the over.
I think I read
the Lions.
Lattimore's in the IR now too for him.
Yep.
People losing people left and right.
Yeah. This is the game of the week where I'm just going to lock in, put it the Lions to win, put the Lions to cover, give them the over because they don't know how to let go, how to stop throwing the ball down the field and stop scoring touchdowns.
I'm with you 100%. It's nice and simple there. So we got the Rams at the 49ers. So what's usually a very, very good NFC West matchup there with those two teams. The 49ers are getting 4.5 points in this. And the over-under is 49.5, which is crazy because the 49ers have a really good defense, guys. And it's like, I don't want to go that high. But something about that being so high when it doesn't make sense means Vegas must know something. That's what it's telling me. Vegas must know something because that we talked about that. We played the 49ers not too long ago. It's a really, really good defense, even though half of their players are walking around on crutches. But they're a really good defense. So I'm going to say the Rams win, the Rams cover, and I'm going to say the over because just Vegas knows something. I don't know what they know, but they know. I don't know if like Chauncey Billups is helping them do a poker game before the game or something, but they know something. They know something.
They definitely know something. The reason, if you just look at the history, they go back and forth, but they typically put up close to 50 points when they play. Last time they played, they San Francisco won 26-23. Time they played before that, it was a very short lived game. 6-12. But then you go to 27-24. You go to 20-21. You go to 23-30. You go to 30-14. You go to 24-9. Like typically these games get a little saucy here. So they're sitting there wanting you to beat you in to sit there and bet high in this game. And I'm not taking the bait. I'm going to go with the under in this game. Flat out. I went back and forth though. If I want the Rams to win this game or if I was going to take the Niners, but Niners already won this game early in the year.
Anthony says Vegas knows there's going to be a few OPIs that make no sense to us. They know something.
The Rams lost the first meeting of this year with the healthy Niners. Niners are not healthy. And since then, the Rams have course corrected. You have Matt Stafford, top-ranked quarterback, arguably top 3 of this year, 21 touchdowns already. I want to say. Playing lights out. The Rams defense has also stepped up big time. It's also a divisional game. So I wouldn't bet this game. I would sit there, grab a beer, grab some nachos, enjoy the game, bet the under, but I'm going to take the Rams to win, and the Rams obviously not cover.
Yeah, like I said, we're almost completely opposite, except the Rams to win. So I think we agree on.
Yeah.
So next up,
all right, Sunday Night Football. Sunday night. And I think my internet going out helped me in the last game. But anyway, you got the Steelers going to LA playing the Chargers.
The Chargers.
The Chargers are favored 3 points at home. Which, yeah, we'll get into that. So if you see 3 points, start betting that stuff. Over-under is 45.5 points. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the under probably seems really good because it is. That's where I'm going with. Nick Alt is out. That team changes.
Joe Alt,
Nick Alt, Joe Alt, better. Alt, control, delete, because that task has now been deleted.
Nick Fury's out.
Nick Fury is out.
Eye injury.
Yeah. Herbert doesn't throw the same when Alt is in, when Alt is out.
Yeah.
And he's out.
The line is different.
The Steelers' defense looked way different last week than it has before. They started stepping up.
That whole team looks so much different. Beat the crap out of the Colts.
Give me the Steelers to win this game. Give me the Steelers to cover this game in the under.
Yep.
It's not so much I have the faith in the Steelers to do all this. It's the lack of faith with all out of that game for Herbert and the Chargers to put up points.
Yep.
So all day.
I'm with you 100% of there. Simple Steelers, and under. We go to Monday night, the Battle of the Green, with the Eagles versus the Packers in Green Bay. I noticed we don't have anybody that's about to yell at you in the chat here, so. But listen, the Packers, like I said, they've lost now to the Panthers. They've lost to the Browns. They almost lost to the Cardinals.
The Cowboys.
But they usually win. So it's like they're such a hard team to figure out. Eagles coming off the bye week here, got a nice week to rest up and get a little healthy there. I'm going to say that we were a get-right game for the Eagles, and they're going to win this game. It's a 2.5 point spread. They're favoring the Packers. So that means obviously the Eagles automatically will get the spread at that point. 44.5 is the over-under. I'm going to say the over, but not by a lot, guys. I think this is going to be like a mid-40s kind of score there overall.
Yeah. If it makes you feel better, I went back and forth on this over-under. I went with the over. It is very hard to go into Lambeau Field and beat Green Bay Packers.
Unless you're the Giants in the playoffs with snot sickles coming out of Tom Coughlin's nose.
Yeah. But I also know what happened last time that the Eagles and Green Bay faced off against each other. Love threw for 3 interceptions, no touchdowns.
Yeah, but that was also in Brazil last year, wasn't it? So that's kind of a
playoffs.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking about the playoffs. I forgot all about them. You know why? It's because as a Giants fan, I forgot there are playoffs.
Oh, what are those?
Talk about
playoffs.
You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope
you have the Eagles coming off a win against the Giants. They get it right. They had a week to rest up. Granted, also had you had Green Bay come off a tough loss against a surprisingly tough Panthers team, but they do play to the level of competition. Eagles is a great team. It's hard for me to say that. I almost cried.
Wow.
They're going to play up to their competition, but it's not going to be enough. Give me the Eagles to win this game. I think Barkley's going to run all over this field. Give me the over. Give me the over, and obviously, Eagles win. They're going to cover.
We shall see. So again, we'll see who's right.
Shoot the count and go.
Going to be an interesting week of football, that's for sure. Again, guys, I'll let you know on the social media platforms what we end up doing as far as Sunday for the play-by-play, since I can't watch it at home, which is just insanity. Like I said, I have a feeling I'm going to a bar, and I have a bar set up that a buddy of mine knows the people at the bar, and we actually should be able to do it live from there potentially. So it might be a live show at a bar, which is always kind of fun.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like I said, we'll get everything set up there potentially and do that. I'll let you guys know from there once everything's finalized. But either way, I'll still be around to do post game with you guys if we don't do that. But hopefully I can get that going so I can do the play-by-play with you guys there. Because if not, I'm just going to go to a local bar here and just scoot on back home when the game's over, like we did for the Giants Dallas game. It's still ridiculous that I pay so much more. I pay so much money per month, and because I don't have a TV service, that they have to black out the game. Like, I paid for every goddamn game. Give me every goddamn game. I understand I have to get the other stuff, the Peacock, and I have to get the ESPN Plus and that stuff too as well. I get that part of it, but I pay for the Sunday ticket, and it's like you ripped the corner off my damn ticket.
Yeah,
not cool NFL.
Tough.
Like I said, we'll let you guys know. So anyway, guys, we'll be back here. We'll definitely see you on game day. We'll let you know more as far as what we're going to do exactly on game day, as I know. But like I said, at the very least, post-game coverage, definitely for sure. Again, as always, we are live every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that, of course, we're live on YouTube, the preferred platform, along with Facebook, Twitter/X, Twitch, and of course, Rob's favorite, my LinkedIn profile. And of course, as always, we are live the next day. Not live, but pre-recorded at that point. The next day on all of the audio podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, all the big ones there. So again, if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share button there. We'll see you guys there on Sunday with we celebrated the Giants' loss. Probably we're one step closer to a draft pick.
Yeah,
it's sad. Appreciate you guys as always. We'll see you guys there on Sunday. As always, Giant fans, go G-Man!
G-Man!
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.